Hello, hello, hello. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Let's make chat. Pop out chat. Boink. Let's pop out activity feed. And let's send some notifications. Boink, 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 boink. Flame Saber, welcome in, man. How are you, my friend of Lufia? Have you played this game? I just bought it the other day. Hi, Goldberg. Yeah, I'm interested in what I think of it too. I hope it's good, but we will see. Boom. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this message. Okay, who else? Is this self-promo? It is, okay. We'll do that. And then let's do... Where is Candy? Self-promo. Boom. Is there self-promo in here? I feel like there is. Self-promotion, hell yeah. Boink. Okay, that is enough. Welcome in. SB, hello. Man, you weren't here for the giraffes. Okay. Never heard of it. You might be playing Sukuna 1 and 2 instead for Sony emulator. I see, I see. SB, man, you can watch my VOD. There are plenty of giraffes. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, okay. You want to see them? Okay. We can, after this, you can click on the VODs, and then we can discuss it in Discord. Alright, here we go. Let's go to options, because we always gotta go options. Text size. Fuck yeah. Large, please. Because I can't see shit. World settings? What the fuck does that mean? Okay, I don't want to change the world. It's not the same. Okay. Let me know when you're free. You know what? Next time we do a stream, maybe we'll start next time I do a Tlu stream, we will do a practice of the giraffe section first. Okay. This is your punishment for not being at my stream live. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna do story, new game. I have not played this before. It's you walk around in Japan and you like look at souls and their conversations. I'm floating within an eternal wrapping of darkness. Let me know if the audio is like super loud in the game because I can't tell with my headset on. Because I know some games are like that. This world of obsidian black is as heavy as the ocean depths, burdened with a clinging viscosity. It presses down relentlessly, a freezing cold trying to crush my skin, my fingers, the insides of my eyes, my everything. You need a 2-day notice. And yet still I must reach up toward the heavens. I must escape from this prison into which I have been cast. But how? It feels like I'm down in a deep slumber. Ammo, welcome in. My consciousness seems to be blending into this infinite vista of light. I hope it's not depression, but we'll see. My entire body feels faintly warm. Is this going to be it for me? Is this my eternity? I realize the sound is now reaching, scratching deep within my ears, the sound of cicadas. To start with, it's only faint and distant. It swells like a wave rushing towards a crescendo, before slipping away again. A little longer and it becomes clearer, more pronounced. An image swells up in my mind of trees filled with cicadas, each one desperately chirping away their brief slice of summer. In the same moment, warm and humid air bathes my entire body. It isn't unpleasant. It feels clingy, sticky, like being enveloped in syrup. Such a warm and pleasant feeling. The light all around me is so brilliant, I can't even open my eyes. Soon, however, I notice dim patches, like clouds amid the brilliance. They dampen the light down. I raise my hand to try and block out the sun. Everybody raise your hand to block out the sun. This seems to make my surroundings easier to see. I also became more prescient. Damn, I don't know these words, man. Of my body. I have hands, I have eyes, I have a body. Of course I do. And yet, it still feels like some big revelation. I start to move my arms, bend my fingers, and confirm my body. The brilliant white all around me gradually calms down. As it does so, my awareness of self and my surroundings sharpens. Gradually, I find focus. Yes, I'm sitting down. Sitting on a hard wooden bench, a vivid orange color has started to spread before my eyes. Poetic means using big fancy words you need a thesaurus for. Yeah. Above that brilliant strip, there's a dazzling blue sky, a summer sky, spreading as far as the eye can see. I fix my gaze intently on the clouds suspended listlessly against that blue. Hey, there's your blue, SB. Then I realize that I'm sitting beneath some kind of roof. I slowly take a moment to look around. I'm still surrounded by the ongoing cacophony of cicadas. A dusty smell fills my nostrils, the odor of old wooden buildings. I know what this place is, an old train station. As an English major, how do you rate the writing? I rate it as pretentious. There's even a train stopped at the platform. I can't see any people. I can't hear any talking. There's no wind, and it's like the clouds, the very air around me is pinned in place. The inside of my head starts to throb. Damn, these cicadas are hella loud, man. If it is a station, was I headed somewhere? Brian, welcome in, man. Congrats on hitting affiliate. If the train is here, maybe that means I just arrived. I regain all my faculties at last. My surroundings coming into complete clarity. Shout out to Brian, thanks SB. Check out Brian, they were last playing Just Chatting, which is code name for Jackbox Party. You had the exact same complaint about the cicadas? Yeah. I might have just stopped raining. It might have just stopped raining because I see vapor rising from puddles on the ground. What was I doing here? I really have no idea. I try to remember, to think back, but all I can see is the white-filled world from before. What happened to me? Why did I suddenly wake up here of all places? I look at my hands again, still puzzled, wondering if I have any possessions with me. No, I don't seem to have anything. My name? Nothing. I don't even know that. My family? The house I grew up in? Nothing comes back. I look down at the pure white one-piece dress I'm wearing. A breeze suddenly blows past me, the air coming alive. The computer died, you're back. Okay, welcome back. Look at those eyeballs. Brian, can you spell boobs, but with the eyeballs as O's? It'll make my day. The straw hat on my head is almost blown away, but I hold it down with one hand. Just like the sound of cicadas slowly worked its way into my body, now something else is slowly filling my body. A clinging sense of dread. I don't know where I live, who I am. There it is, boobs. Even my name. What should I do now? There has to be something. I woke up here, which means I must know this place. I need to look around and try to find a clue, a hint, a fragment of anything to jog my memory. A big old schlong is filling your body, huh? If I find people, if I talk to them, I'm sure to find someone who knows me. Something has happened to me, and my memory has become muddled. That's all. I'll start by taking a look around the station. Having made that decision, I slowly stand up. I wonder if AI wrote this here. Fuck, I can't see that shit. Press and the next place you search will glow. Take a look around the station. Press triangle to change settings and check the controls. R2, thank you. I don't see shit yet. Okay, well, let's move around. I better not go down to the tracks. Alright. What's this? Semen? How small is your screen? My screen is I think a 54-inch. But how big are my eyes? Hey, what did I just pick up, man? Here we go. The train doors are wide open, but no sign of the driver, conductor, or any passengers. The train is completely quiet, a slumbering metal giant. Maybe it'll get underway soon. Man, every time I touch that spot, it's gonna do that, huh? Today is your dog's birthday. Your mom get a dog? What does that mean, SB? Your mom got a new dog? I see an umbrella. I'm gonna go pick that up. She got the dog a dog. What? Sergeant Hardcore, welcome in. This is Nostalgic Train. It's a walking simulator set in rural Japan. As far as the story, I woke up here and we don't know why, and I'm exploring. Shout out to Sergeant Hardcore, thank you SB. They were last playing Sea of Stars and doing all the voices for it. There's a lot of reading so far. It's not a horror game, no. It's like, Sav, welcome in, Savage. Thank you, thank you. Can, SB, can you give Savage a shout out as well? Savage is that's playing Call of Duty, but he's also been playing some, other stuff. Dead Island was pretty interesting. Dead Island 2. You saw that dog about to be run over, so she brought it home, okay. But Savage plays a lot of Call of Duty. But he also has a PlayStation, so sometimes he jumps on the exclusives. There's a public restroom here, no one appears to be using it. I don't need to either. Well, I just want to smell it. Oh, it won't let me. How far do these tracks lead? Alright, I can't go this way. No, I bought this game. It's on sale for, I think, $8. It's typically, I want to say, $14. A small staff room. I don't know if this is on Game Pass, but I doubt it because Xbox doesn't have any games. A small staff room for a small... Shade. How much did you pay? I think $8. Like $7.99, something like that. It's your 26th birthday and you do play a lot of Call of Duty. You need to get back on the PlayStation. Yes, you do. Happy birthday, man. I just want to smell a small staff room for a small station. It looks like someone was working here recently, but I can't see anyone now. Trains probably only depart infrequently from such a small station. Where the staff are on the break, maybe they all go away somewhere. Sailor Beer! Sailor Beer, thank you for gracing my channel with your presence. Thank you, Goldberg, for shout out to Sailor Beer. Sailor Beer was last playing Resident Evil. Good friend of mine and the channel, and amazing to just be around. So check her out. I hang out there a lot when she streams. I am glad you could catch me too. Brian with an eye is in the house. Dude, look at that cat emote. Thanks, Sergeant Hardcore. Today I'm playing this indie game that I bought for $8 or so. And so far it's a lot of reading, but the story is I ended up waking up in this rural Japanese train station, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on, because I don't have any memories. Dude, I can't even read that. I should look around some more, okay. Wait, crouch down with... Oh, with this, okay. It's not supposed to be scary, no. I already touched that. Oh. Wait, I did that, I did that, I did this. Oh, right here. I don't have any recollection of the station name. Natsugiri. Why did I wake up here? What made me pass out? There's nobody here. Yeah, they're all dead or something. Okay. Stations always have a notice board right outside of them. That should have a map and tourist information. There might be something there to trigger my memory. Alright. Let's head outside and take a look. Death. Painful death. Is this like the one game nobody invited you to that one place? You talking about everybody's gone to the rapture? Yeah. It's kind of like that. Where's this notice board at? Over here? This? Welcome to Natsugiri Town. There's a brief description of the town and a map here. Nobody invited you here? Is that what you said? Well, what'd you say? That one game, nobody invited you to that one place. That's funny, man. A quiet mountain stream, soothing beach, historic shrine, and a spread of nostalgic countryside scenery. There's some more stuff about some old mysterious legends, but overall it seems like a pretty unremarkable countryside town. Is this really where I'm from? I hope I can meet someone I know. I look around but see no signs of any cars or people. I turn around and notice something promising. There's a shabby old bookstore across the road, and the door appears to be open. There might be someone inside. I should go over and take a look. Before that, what's over here? Hello? Hello? I'm a car. Oil is my blood. I call out a number of times, projecting my voice to the back of the store. No matter the number of times I call, however, I get no sense of anyone actually being here. This game looks like those parts of North Korea that they make look nice for propaganda. Yeah. Like, it really does, doesn't it? Yeah. But no, that's not quite right. The old books are piled up haphazardly on the shelves and in cardboard boxes. The slightest tremble could set off an avalanche of paper. Grammarly. Where's Grammarly at? Somebody used the wrong of. The fan isn't turned on, but there's not much dust. There is a hand towel the owner was probably using, and the calendar has been ripped off recently. It's like someone might appear any moment, like they could be standing here. You mean all North Korea doesn't look like that? No. But I still don't hear any voices. It's like everyone has just evaporated into thin air. It's like everyone has gone to the rapture. The only sound ringing out now is my footsteps. In fact, a fact that only makes me feel even more alone. I narrow my eyes to take in the interior and strain my ears to hear. There are posters here for things like Natsugiri Floating Lanterns events and the Summer Festival. Maybe all the town folks are off getting ready for that. That thought helps me to calm down a little. A book catches my eye and I flip through the pages. It almost feels like I'm just killing some time with a little free reading while I wait for my train. You just noticed those emotes? Yeah, where have you been, SP? Yeah, that is Yo-Yo with a hat, and that is Sergeant Hardcore's baby head. I almost expect the old bookstore owner to nonchalantly show up, grumbling about this not being a library, and then more passengers for the train would appear too, and this coincidental moment of abnormal silence would shatter into safety. I can make it through this, I'm sure. I can beat back the anxiety growing inside me. This is a much earlier stream than usual, that's why SB can make it. That's true. You just subbed? Thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, I guess that's why you can use those emotes, huh? Yeah. Followage. You've been following me for a year and 2 months. My goodness. That's crazy that there's like a year. That's okay. We didn't miss our 1 year, 2 months, 15 days, 2 hours. That's more important. Sailor Beer, thank you, thank you. Brian with an I gifted you a sub, huh? Thank you, Brian. Brian, you're freaking amazing, man. I can't do it without Brian. He's the brains behind a lot of my operations. I'm sure you all follow Brian already. In case you don't, give him a follow, please. Sailor Beer gifted thank you so much. You gifted a sub to Pingman. I haven't seen Pingman yet, but thank you, man. I appreciate you. But join Brian for Jackbox, please. And I'll give Sailor Beer another shout out here. Amazing human beings. Oh, Spirited Away. Look at this. I take a moment to keep the tears from spilling from my eyes and look over the titles of the book and magazine. One magazine catches my eye, a featured article called Spirited Away in Natsugiri. You're going to do a non-Jackbox stream next. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Gotta figure out what. Is this the town featured in Spirited Away? The neo-Nazi 12-year-olds are too much. They are, yeah. Spirited Away was so good. Yes, it was. Hey, boy. Yeah, let's say hi to my boy. Hey. You woke up just now, huh? Say hi. Will you say hi? Yeah, you're beautiful. So handsome. Oh yeah, DDP yoga stream. There you go. Hi boy. How was your nap? The magazine seems to handle mysterious happenings and strange legends from around the world. There are some pretty bizarre articles, including about water goblins in Europe and incantations to change a person's fate. The pages are all yellow and look ready to fall apart. Sailor Beer, I have a few in mind. I've had an itch to replay Mario 64. Someone must have picked it up because the article about their hometown, eventually leading it to this graveyard for print. I used the contents page to find the article on Natsugiri and start reading it. At a glance, Sailor Beer, do you have a Switch? I know you just kind of stream on PC, but do you have any other consoles? You want me to read the next paragraph in a deep voice? Sure. At a glance, Natsugiri seems like any normal countryside town. But dig a little deeper to find persistent legends of people suddenly vanishing. While researching this article, we talked about the former principal of Natsugiri Elementary School, who wishes to remain anonymous, but is also a local historian who has tracked these legends himself. You have a Switch you borrow from a friend, but you don't own any consoles. Lindsay also what? He also gave me a download code for Resident Evil 4. I did, yes. That was excellent, thank you. My puberty came in handy. The legends of vanishings from Natsugiri, he told us, date back to when defeated soldiers first settled here during the Genpei period. Children, old folks, adults, and even entire families can just vanish one day and never come back. People say they were taken by bandits or fell into the river, but what they really whisper about, what they really think is that the mysterious powers present in this place are to blame. One day you'll be part of the PC master race, yeah. Puberty seems to have blessed some people more than the others. Yeah. Yeah, it's blessed me. I was hella good at puberty. Even today, parents still tell their children that they need to behave, or they might be spirited away. Ooh, interesting. Or they might say, treat your parents right, treasure your friends, or everyone you care for might be spirited away instead of you. Do you want to be all alone, eh? Do you? My mom tells me crazy things like, don't point at the moon or your ears will rot. Don't open an umbrella indoors, it'll make you short. What else? Don't scratch your head after you poop before washing your hands because you're gonna get a bunch of hangnails at your cuticles. With tears in my eyes, sir, I've never seen someone so good at puberty as you. Thank you. Lindsay might be a wrestling fan, but he wasn't throwing work punches when he hit puberty. No. Yeah, those are all true things my mom told me. Out of those, I still don't point at the moon, and every time I scratch my head before washing my hands, 100%, I get freaking torn cuticles and all that. So, my ears never rotted though when I do point at the moon. But yeah, those are all untrue things your mom truly told you. Absolutely. What's even more interesting is that if one of the Vanish gets very lucky, they can actually come back. A traveler at the end of the Edo period was passing through the town and apparently met with just such a vanishing. He vanished, but then, not long after, he also came back. There's a record of this event from the start of the Meiji period. You got told not to point at people by a coworker. She said it was rude. Some people think that's rude, yeah. Especially if you use a middle finger. Of course, there's no way to confirm the truth of it today. The record states that the traveler was suddenly enveloped in a bright white light and then awoke. His memory's gone in this village, but with no one else here. When he awoke, he didn't even know who he was. He had no memory of even coming to this place. The record stated the traveler was suddenly enveloped in a bright light and then awoke. His memory's gone in this village. Dude, that's me. There were fires in the fire pits and tools in the field like people had just been there, but he was unable to see a single soul, unable to find anyone at all. He desperately searched the deserted village for any clues to get back to the real world. This is just purely conjecture on my part, dear reader, but it sounds like these vanishings in Natsugiri involve individuals somehow finding their way into an overlapping parallel dimension where they can share the same space as other people but not see them. In any case, the former principal continued his story. The traveler desperately searched for a way back to the world he came from. After walking the entire village from corner to corner, pillar to post, he happened to notice a faintly shining object. Has anyone had an indoor cat get fleas? Yeah, my two other cats before Yo-Yo had fleas. My in-laws had dogs that had fleas, and they transferred to my kitties. We use flea medication, the ones that you like put on their neck. Found flea dirt on your bed last night, yeah. But they cleared up pretty quickly using whatever name brand that you can find at Petco is what we use. My mom told me that when she was a kid, people in her village used to grab anything to make noise whenever there was an eclipse. So gross. You got some medicine? Yeah. You know what so we had to like clear out the fleas, right? So I used a, what do you call that? A lint roller. And I would lint roll the flea onto it. And then I would turn on the hot water in the sink. And I'll burn them to death. So have fun with that if you have a lint roller. This happened a few years ago and I didn't know that the dirt was flea poop. And then you woke up and there were little flea maggots. Oh God, moving around right next to your face. Holy shit. That is a horror movie. Yeah, nightmare fuel. The dog your mom took in is covered in ticks. Bought it, meds, and all the ticks are dropping right now. Ooh, you can cook them. Started our way back to the world he came. After walking the entire village from corner to pillar, he happened to notice something down on the ground was glowing like a ball of light. I've seen those. He gingerly reached out for it, and when his fingers made contact, he saw glimpses of someone in the real world. Memories and feelings connected to that person flowed into him. You flush them down the toilet. You can cook them first and then flush them. Cook them and then leave it just laying there to warn the other ticks. That sounds awful, yeah. Make sure they flush all the ways, otherwise when you be pooping, the tickies might go coochie coochie coo. This part is pretty vague, but it seems that touching something and imparting a strong intent into it allows some kind of message to be transmitted to the real world, triggering someone on that side to also remember the person who has vanished. You just peed on them. Whew. For free, SB? Some people pay for that. If the ticks get on your bum. The truly frightening thing here is that just as the one vanishes, loses their memory, the people in the real world also rapidly start to lose their memories of the person who has vanished. Oh, that's scary, man. And tragic. So it was through the use of an item, some media that connected the two worlds, that they remember each other. In the blink of an eye, the traveler was back in his original world. I can make money by peeing on people. Do you know anyone? Not personally, no. Maybe a former chairman of the WWE. But I think it's the other way. And also I think it's poop, not pee. Like he had never vanished at all. The world just blinked around him, and before he knew it, he was standing on a hill by the river. Right around where Natsugiri Elementary School now stands. And that's where the records end. After the account from the principal, the author of the article goes to provide his own theories. There's also a selection of illustrations and photos intended to perturb the reader than elucidate them. Jesus, I hardly even see the images anyway. Surrounded in a white light, not even knowing where you are. That guy doesn't sound worthy of your bowel movements. Yeah. A chill cascades down my entire body. God, these cicadas are loud as fuck. Goldberg, you're right, man. I too can use a thesaurus. My legs are trembling, preventing me from moving. When I started reading, I thought the people of the town... Am I screaming? Because I can't hear myself. I thought the people of the town were the ones who had vanished, but now it sounds more like I'm the one who's been whisked away. from my original world. You have to turn down the sound effects all the way down. Yeah, I'm trying to go over, but I've been stuck in reading this shit for like 20 minutes, man. This all seems too similar to be a coincidence, but is such a thing really possible? It could. There's more words. It could be more elaborate, well put together prank, or I might just be having some extended dream. That still sounds more likely to me. You did tell me there was a lot of text. Yeah, you can skip it. You haven't been paying attention. I need to know, man. I feel sweat running down my back. Maybe I'll do an accent. Or a weird voice. I blink my eyes over and over to see if that makes a difference. That's so racist. Stop me. Thinking how stupid this is, I take my cheek and arm and pinch them hard. You haven't thought of the word thesaurus in years now until this game. Not only do I fail to awaken, but the pain in my cheek and fingers, the clammy feelings of my skin, the nail marks left in my arm, all of these things only heighten the feelings of reality around me. Is that a dinosaur? What? Do a Valley Girl voice? Oh, okay. Nia Jax, here we go. The person from the past in the article made it back. That means I still have a chance. On the reverse of that, however, there might have also been people who have completely forgotten and vanished forever. Could I maybe meet people like that in this world? Or have I been cast into my own solitary world with no one else here at all? Am I fated to vanish without any idea who I am, with everyone who knows me also forgetting my existence? Gripped by that fear, I vow to somehow get myself back. I remember the article. The traveler returned in the area around the grounds of the elementary school. My hole! Shaka! We're doing reading simulator. Fuck me, man. Shout out to Shaka. He's been playing games plus demos for life. Ah, loud cicada noises. Must be a Japanese game. Indeed. Last of Us 2 is what Shaka's been playing. I'm doing a Valley Girl voice. If I go over there, I might find further clues. I look around, then I recall the map on the station notice board. The elementary school should be up the hill after turning right from leaving the bookstore. I should head in that direction while keeping an eye out all around me. Those white sparkles I've been seeing seems to suggest a link between this world and the one I've left behind. They also seem to be the only clues I'm going to get at the moment. More upward inflection. Okay. I need to get to the school? Didn't I turn this shit down? Oh, I gotta save? What the fuck? How do I get to save and close? How did a character come to the conclusion that they're in another world? By reading these books that told them otherwise. Option. Sound setting. No, see, I've definitely... Here. That's better, right? Okay. Get a mouse cursor to click and save and close. Okay, I think it's saved and close. If I wanted to read a book, I would read a book. Indeed. I never realized background noise was a bug. You never thought about it, yeah. There's a phone box here. I'll try the receiver, but it doesn't seem to be connected. It resets, yeah, to maximum. It looks like a general store. A small town like this one outlet probably tries to stock a bit of everything. There still isn't anyone else around. And she needs to throw in lip filler every once in a while. Yeah. It says cafe only below the name. I can't see customers. I can't see any customers and can't smell any coffee either. 2 words. Lip filler. I make a right at the fucking school. Or at the... Where? Here? It better be here. Sylvie, are you feeling better? Stream soon? Yeah, how are you feeling? This is the elementary school. I can see a light from the direction of the school itself. I should head towards it. Maybe it's the lip filler that creates the accent. Yeah. Yep. I should get some lip filler. You've been feeling much better. That is great news. Look at these little white flowers. This is a classic. You guys watch Doraemon? They used to hang out in these little pipes. Boom, boom. Beep 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 buddy bada beep 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 ba 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 beep beep ba beep ba 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 beep ba. Pokemon? I said Doraemon. That sounds fun. Speaking of cicadas, the cicada apocalypse is about to happen in the US. 2 huge broods coming out at the same time. Ooh, I thought that happened, I remember that happening, a year back. Where should that hit? I thought it was, once every 9 years. How come it's every year now? And there's no cicada sound settings in real life. Oh, good lord. It's usually, the Midwest, right? In the South. I reach out for a life preserver, half buried, half hidden in the school grass. Maybe a child playing down on the riverbed forgot to take it home. It's semi-deflated and would normally be easily overlooked. One brood comes out every 13 years, the other comes out 17. Oh, and they just line up, huh? Yeah, Midwest and South, not sure exactly where, okay. Is that where you are, Shaka? If I remember correctly. But it's also glowing with a mysterious light, and I sense instinctually that it has some connection with the real world. My fingers touched it. The instant they do so, a wave of light washes over my entire body. Everything instantly turns completely white. Ooh. You're in the South, but very close to the Gulf Coast. Jesus. So I will be spared. Okay. I hear people talking, distant, their voices warp. Golf course, yeah. Mario Kart is what I was about to say. Is this the other world I'm seeing? A scene from the real world? It doesn't feel real to me though. My body isn't there. I reach out with my arms, but there's no reaction. What's with the cicadas' mating habits? I don't know their mating habits. The scenery, smells, sounds, and memories of people, everything is flowing into me from the life preserver in my hands. The sound of river is rushing loudly. Just a moment ago, the river was flowing peacefully along the school grounds. Oh, did somebody die? Like a kid drown? Now the water changes to a mud-mixed brown and sweeps by in vicious torrents. The air is thick with the smell of moisture. The sound you're hearing is them trying to mate or find a mate. Ooh! Sexy. The sky is covered with rolling black clouds. There's almost no rain actually falling, but the ground is little more than a mudslide. It seems heavy rain has caused the river to rapidly rise. Help! I hear the cry, so faint, almost completely drowned out by the churning of the water. Upriver, close to the base of the falls, I see a small black head bobbing up and down amid the writhing brown torrent. A blackhead? Sean! If there are enough cicadas in the given area, they can make sounds approximating the volume of a jet engine. Like a PS4 Pro when you play Last of Us Remaster. I mean, like, why is it at exactly a set amount of years? What happens if one of them is active too soon? Sorry guys, don't know why I'm so chock full of cicada facts today. Yeah, Shaka, what if one of them gets horny early? What happens? Do they look around wondering, where are all the souls at? How come the entire village is abandoned? It's like everybody got spirited away. I'm the only one looking around, being horny too early. The child can't... Look at how meta that was, huh? Did you like the symbolism I just did? Yeah. What if puberty hits too early for them? Exactly. What if their voice gets so deep, deeper than a poem? The child can't have long left, being swept along at incredible speed. In the next instant, right at my side, I hear small footfalls, desperately splashing towards me through the mud. A boy who happened to be in the school grounds has noticed the imminent tragedy and comes running over. He fixes his eyes on the drowning child, but for a few moments more, the second child still does nothing, seemingly frozen in place. Frozen inside without your touch, without your love, darling. All of this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Yo-Yo is sleeping. I can see his legs and lips trembling ever so slightly. His eyes are wide open, but he doesn't know what to do and seems unable to do anything other than watch the child drown. This muddy torrent is no place for another child after all. He won't be able to make a difference even if he does jump in. The child shakes his head a few times, trying to push down his fear. Give Yo-Yo a big pet for it. Let's do it. Hey boy. You comfy? Lovely boy. And for you, yes. In the air tonight. Otaku? Welcome in, man. Y'all, Otaku, there you go, man. Thank you, Brian. You beat me to it. Otaku is very close to affiliate. He needs a couple followers. He streams mostly JRPGs and is very thorough with his playing. So give him a follow. I hang out there. He's always looking for new people, and it'd be cool to inject some new blood into his stream.
Legend of Dragoon, yep. He plays a lot of Wild Arms. Parasite Eve. Absolutely, Otaku. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by. And everybody here are streamers too. Feel free to follow any of them. Sailor Beer does a lot of Resident Evil. And you know Brian already. You know Goldberg. Shaka does Last of Us Part 2. Earlier we had Sergeant Hardcore. He does a Sea of Stars. New blood into your stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So anyways, Otaku, I'm playing this game called Nostalgic Train. I wake up in a rural Japanese town that is completely vacant, and I see these little white glimpses, and they kind of trigger memories. And then I go into the library or bookstore, and I read up on how in this town people disappear, and they're in a parallel world, and those little glimpses are connections to the real world, and it can bring me back. So right now I found a glimpse here by the river, and a child is drowning in the river, and we're trying to figure out if we can do anything about it. You keep your own blood in your own stream. That is incest, my friend. That is incest. Goldberg streams beating Lindsay's Tlu record. He does. He does. He's been playing on Grounded, and he also plays Hitman. But give him a follow. Check out their channels. Help each other out here, guys. Then he looks around. You gotta cross the streams, yeah. He finds a life preserver at one side of the school grounds, maybe forgotten by someone, maybe blown there by the wind. Blown there was my nickname in high school. It's the same object that I'm holding. What I'm seeing here is a memory of this world as it relates to this life preserver. The child thinks for a moment longer, but then he makes his decision. Dashing forward with the life preserver in hand, he slips down the bank towards the river. There's another game very similar to this. That sounds like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Yes, yeah. I played that completely. I tried streaming it, and then it friggin' crashed on me. And I never streamed it ever again. You were blown back to the 9th grade? I was not blown or blown in the 9th grade, if that's what you're saying. You're at the science building, and you have 3 med kits. I don't need med kits, but I made them because I had too many rags. Too many rags! Too many rags! I did complete my permadeath run, Sailor Beer. Yes, yeah. Permadeath per act, so I will revisit it. I'm playing around with the idea of trying for a whole game, but I may do a practice run of permadeath per act again to cut down on the deaths. So we'll see. I actually asked Lindsay about that game. Yes, SB did. Yes, she did. It took him 5 years, but I finally did it. 5 years? 5 years. 39 hours, man. 39 hours. The child thinks for a moment longer, he jumps in the river. Okay. So in this memory, child B jumps in to rescue child A, or attempting to. Even if he can't swim, even with all the mud, that preserver should keep him from drowning. That preserver should allow him to save the child. Maybe that's what he's thinking. He slides down the riverbank from the school grounds and leaps into the brown water. But the volume of water is just too great, and its surface too rolling. Both children are tossed like dry leaves. They bob up, then sink down again, with no sign of them drawing closer together. It only takes moments for them both to be swept away downstream. If they reach the ocean, that's surely no hope for them to be saved. Oh, Lord. More like my question was about that one game. Nobody invited him to that one place. That's what SB called it, yeah. Is this like that game that nobody invited you to that one place? At the bridge downstream, adults have noticed a drowning child and starting a commotion. It starts with a woman on the bridge as she sends up a cry. She might be the mother of the first of the drowning children. She calls a name over and over, crouching down while clutching her head. Then I see a second adult, a man rushing over to the bridge. He has a hat and nightstick, allowing me to identify him as a policeman. He gives his hat to the woman, then jumps over the bridge railing and into the water. Ooh. He begins the same bobbing and sinking, and for a moment I think the mudslide will take him too, but he doesn't let his wet, clinging clothing hold him back. He gradually takes command of the mud. While struggling through the current, he makes progress through the first of the drowning children. In moments, he has grabbed the child firmly with his arm and then starts swimming back towards the bank. He got one! Here's a weird thing. Like Lindsay, I have a cat that I love very much. I've had dreams before where the cat is on a raft on a swiftly moving river, and I'm running on the riverbank trying to get to her, but I'm not fast enough and she gets swept away downriver. That's a fun anxiety dream to have. Oh man. I'm gonna snooze his ad so I can tell you this story. Brian had a dream the other day, right? That you guys you and your dad were looking for your mom and you found her by the water, but she was a giant cat or something. Then you wake up and give your cat a huge hug. Yeah. It all happened so quickly. I search around desperately for the other boy who jumped in. She was a giant cat and ran away, yeah. Dreams get so weird, Sailor Beer, you're right. And what's the weirdest is we never question reality. And I've always had this theory. What if every time you're dreaming, you're just in like a parallel universe or an alternate reality? And that currently, because like right now, everything seems normal, right? But as weird as every dream sounds to you, while you're in the dream, you never question that reality. You always think, it's okay that my mom turned into a giant cat and ran away. So what's to say right now, we're dreaming, and when you dream again, you're waking up in another parallel universe. We're getting deep with this one. That was also Otaku, my nickname in high school. Even with the life preserver, he's completely unable to exert any control. Just when I think he's in the clear, his body is smashed into a rock, and his head takes a hard knock. The life preserver slips completely off his body, and he vanishes into the torrent of mud. Oh no. God damn it indeed, baby. The anxiety dreams make you feel like I knew life was this terrible, yeah. Who knows what's going on? Is a current poll. I'll vote. I know what's going on, kind of. Vote. Look at Brian doing mod stuff. All this happens in the same moment the policeman reaches the bank of the first child. All the attention of the adults is fixed on that boy, the first one who fell in the water. Everyone runs over to him. Everyone's worried about him. I search again for the boy who's still in the water, hoping for him to rise up again. By now, he's well past the location of the policeman. He looks like nothing more than a scrap of tattered clothing far away in mud. He is washed out to sea. Oh no! Without anyone noticing. So the boy jumping in trying to save the first boy just drowned and nobody even knew. Is there any point that game stuff happens, or is it just mostly text? It's just mostly text. All I know is Lindsay went through puberty and cicadas get horny every 13 years. We're gonna pin that. Pin it! There we go. The memories that follow these events also flow into me. Night falls. Without anyone realizing, the second boy jumped into the river, and without realizing he failed, I pinned him, man. Why not? The villagers are caught up in taking the first child to the hospital and shoring up the damage to the roads caused by the landslides. Have you all ever been, metaphorically, the second child? Trying to help somebody, and then all the attention's on that person, and you just get forgotten about? People are gonna think we're weird. We are weird, dude. I'm proud. Being weird is cool. You shouldn't have made your screen name your real name. Yeah, SB. Hey, Sailor Beer is also SB, right? I saw somebody calling you that the other day. I was like, SB? It takes more than half a day for the adults to realize another child's missing. The full-scale search only begins after darkness falls, the clouds clearing, and a cold moon shining down. Time continues its resolute, regulated march with no signs of the boy. Sailor Beer's your alt account. This whole time, you guys are talking to each other, to yourself. It was me, Austin! Oh man, I can't do that anymore because he is now a pervert. No one saw him drown after all. The morning light beautifully illuminates the village, and the people start to murmur about another vanishing. When his cold body is finally discovered, washed up on the beach. Oh, that's too much. My eyes burn with sadness. I squeeze my eyelids tightly and then look up. I find myself looking at the same quiet river that was originally here. I'm back in my empty private world. So they blamed it on a vanishing when the boy disappeared and washed up ashore. But really, nobody saw him, right? Who the fuck uses alt accounts to talk to themselves? I definitely haven't done that. If I had a second phone, I would be talking to Lindsay #1 fan. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Everything I just saw was a memory of the real world, transmitted through the life preserver. I can't see anyone in this world I've wandered into, but I can witness scenes from my original world by contact with objects strongly tied to the memories of that place. I look intently at the life preserver in my hands. The magazine article said that finding someone or something which connects two worlds is the key to returning home. This life preserver could be one such link to the real world, but it's also the reason why such a terrible thing happened to that boy. Even if he hadn't jumped in, the first boy would still have been saved. I wonder if I can't stop the boy from acting and so prevent this tragedy from ever occurring. By, for example, hiding this life preserver. Oh shit. I hear a sound mixed in the wind and river. Something I haven't heard here until now. A man-made noise. Wonder if we could make a fake account with and trick Lindsay into thinking it's a real follower. You guys, why would you do that? I guess as long as you follow. The sound of the railway crossing. This is the first sign I've had anything working. Does that mean the train is running now? It might provide a way home for me. Okay. With the life preserver still in my hands, I decide to head back to the station. Okay, maybe I'm changing lives. Alright, we're gonna head back to the station. Let me go back here. I want to look around. Too much reading. Foreskin milk. Hey man, welcome in. I don't think Foreskin Milk streams. Welcome in, man. How's the foreskin? No, I don't. We should try it. What'd you say? We should try it. And all share the account info so we don't get caught. Brian, no, I don't stream. Oops. Sailor Bree, have you met Foreskin Milk in your stream? Because Foreskin Milk is in my stream right now. Let's go up here. What's Foreskin? Foreskin, what's your friend or brother or what's the name? You don't think you've had the pleasure, huh? Don't freely use pleasure like that, man. You may awaken the cicadas early in my blood. Whole milk, that's right. Whole milk, yeah. Goldberg, I gotta tell you, I didn't believe you when you said it's a lot of reading. Like, I thought it would be a good amount of reading. Jesus Christ, man. I'm so sorry. What's the origin of foreskin milk? Milk hole? So, it was, I was during the Last of Us stream. We were in the very beginning part where we're about to go into the first combat. And Sergeant Hardcore was asking, what is our Speedo Baristo names? And we concluded it need to have something to do with coffee and also have sex appeal. And I said, check this out, guys. Foreskin milk. And then foreskin milk became reality. There was actually a foreskin milk that appeared in the stream. Oh shit, can I walk over into this tunnel? You missed the birth of foreskin milk? I think we clipped it, SB. I'll share it in Discord. Oh shit. Do I would hate to die going in here, so does this autosave, Goldberg? What happens if I go in here? Okay, I want to vote, guys. Do you want me to go in? You don't think I die? Okay. Then it comes to be that the soothing light at the end of your tunnel was just a freight train coming your way. Hey, yeah. Then it comes to be that the soothing light at the end of your tunnel was just a freight train coming your way. I can't see shit, man. Which direction am I going? Hey, yeah. It's coming your way, yeah. It's coming your way, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here comes. This is Blink 182. Get out of here, man. It's never Blink 182. I had hoped someone might be here, that I might have returned to my own world, but the place is as deserted as before. Did you just come out the same way you went in? I turn around halfway in there because I lost a sense of direction. 4.03 stars on the PlayStation Store. Crazy. You were thinking the same thing, yeah. I just turned around because I don't know where I was going. I was afraid. There's still no staff, no people waiting for the train, but the crossing continues to chime, and the doors to the train stand open. They seem to be inviting me inside, ready to depart any moment. Let me go! Okay. We're going in. Lindsay, can you speak up? I can't hear you over the train. Dude! I can't read what you wrote over the train. With the life preserver in my hand, I board the train as though inevitability sucked inside. Dude, whoever did the sound engineering is horrible. It's so loud, Jesus Christ. Wait, we're moving? We're moving, guys, look. Shout out to Mr. Burns, welcome in. Mr. Burns was playing Portal 2 in VR and threw up. You were sucked inside a train once? Ooh. Which side has the best view? Probably here, right? Because the other side is just mountains. Oh, that's the playground there. Mr. Burns, where's your son, man? He loves trains. Whoa! Dude! Goldberg, what the fuck? I wonder what kind of strange development this is. Me too, man. Real bad shroom trip. Without anyone else showing their face, the train started up like magic and then returned to the same station from which it departed. There still isn't anyone here. Is it literally the same station? It seems like it. Where is everyone? We are made to think that we got spirited away. The shroom loop. They're at the pub, yeah. There isn't anyone here. I hear the waves in the distance, the unchanging chorus of the cicadas. Is the Rapture map bigger than this? Yes, it is. The Rapture map is huge, man. Should I play that again? It just crashed on me and like, ugh. It kills the stream when it crashes and I don't know how I feel about it. I suddenly feel pain in my fingers. I'm gripping the life preserver so hard that my hands feel cold and joints in my fingers highlighted white. You can't hear me? Are you fucking around or is it... Suck it, guys. Otaku saves the day. You just don't want to be rude, okay. Okay. Oh, I see. I look around. Oh, somebody type out what I said then, I guess. Somebody tell Mr. Burns where we are. Or why is nobody is here. Everything is so quiet, but something I can't explain. Something about the air to place. It feels different. Is this the same world as before? Yeah, is it rude to introduce me to other people? Come on now. Oh God, Mr. Burns is here. It almost feels like the train has taken me. Mr. Burns is also trying to hit affiliate, so everybody help him out, okay? He has enough followers. He just needs average viewers as well as just like Otaku. So please, please, please. It almost feels like the train has taken me to a new one, seemingly identical to the last one, but also different in some vital way. I'm drawn out of the train and back toward the school. He has average viewers now. He just needs to stream a few more days and maintain the average viewers. Okay. There you go. A couple streams away, right? We got this. Otaku, you're next, man. Share your Discord? Sure, yeah, go ahead. Otaku has a Discord. If you like anime, if you like manga, if you like JRPGs, if you like adult anime... Just kidding. Just remember that instead of a controller, you could have been holding 8 $1 bills. Yeah, I don't think I have links blocked, so you're welcome to share it. Boom. There you go. Mods, can one of you guys share my Discord to the chat here? And you guys are welcome to join it. If you like talking bullshit. Otaku, you posted the link to the hentai Discord. Oh no. Bought an $8 controller. No, I bought this game for $8. He can't hear me. Okay, I am probably going to end stream in a second. I just want to see what's going on here. Didn't it say drawn back to the school? Oh, can I go down here now? Okay, sure. Thank you. So where is this, guys? Oh shit, this is just a fucking bookstore. Otaku has a secret hentai Discord as well, his non-secret hentai Discord. If he does, I don't know about it. And I don't know why it would be a secret. Hey Goldberg, am I supposed to just walk around now? Because it said I was drawn back to the school and there was nothing there. That's my Discord link there, guys. Feel free to join. No pressure, but so this button shines. But what is it like? It just turns white, so I don't know. Okay, I will. Coffee, yeah. But do you remember Goldberg or no? You just don't do Discord, otherwise you would join. Okay. Oh, here. I stand in the same spot. The scenes when the river flow into me once again. The river becomes a roaring torrent again. Drowning child cries out for help, splashing, blah, 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 unsure what to do. Everything's the same as the first time experiencing this. He quickly collects himself and starts looking around. Looking for anything he could use, something like a life preserver. But this time, he doesn't find it. I saved him! Taking in a train has made it vanish. The sound of the boy in the river shouting, "Help me," reaches to the ear of the boys at the bank. There's clearly a violent struggle inside his small body as to whether he should just throw himself in anyways. But without the life preserver to bolster his courage, the boy is unable to do anything. His body is too small to hope he can survive that torrent. He covers his ears with both hands and crouches down onto the spot, closing his eyes tightly and looking downward. It's almost as if faced with this world in in which a child is drowning in front of his eyes, he wishes to be able to vanish from it, escape from his inability to do anything. A moment later, however, the adults downriver take up the same, shouting, "A child is drowning!" It's natural selection. He learns to swim or he drowns. Things after that play out the same as before. Policeman throws his jacket. Second, bring the drowning child to the bank. How many kids drowned in this game? Well, it was one, and now it's none. What is this game? You're drowning a child? Yeah. I breathe a sign of relief. It looks like no one got hurt this time. I press my hand to my chest. Then I look at the second boy, his heart about to be crushed as he desperately tries to escape this world. You've been saved too, I want to tell him. You and the drowning boy, both of you. There's nothing for you to worry about now. The boy still hasn't moved, is still crouching in the exact same position. Before too long, more adults arrive in the school grounds. They shout in panic, asking where the drowning child is. Once they see downriver, they realize the policeman has already completed the rescue and relax. Then, they notice the boy covering his ears, crouching on the ground. The adults look at each other and the move toward him. Come on, guys. Puzzlement on their faces. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? One of them, a middle-aged, angrily asks the boy. The other adults all start to take up the same accusatory tone. Were you just watching as Mizaki drown? Is that it? So the drowning boy's name is Mizaki. The other adults surround the second boy and berate him. They're rude, man. You could have at least started shouting, raised the alarm. You're lucky that policeman noticed and was able to save him. The poor boy would have been swept out to sea. The others take the same chant, belittling the boy who was unable to do anything. It's cruel for them to demand a child to take such a decision under such intense circumstances. Not to mention, in the other world that I saw before, he did bravely try to save the boy and drown as a result. I get angry at this attitude from the adults. I get angry at the attitudes. Yeah, Masaki is the son of the president of the big department store chain. Dude, what is this? What is it? Blasphemous? Masaki is the son of the president of the department of the store. If something happens to him, it would be terrible for all of us. Hibernator? What? Yo. Welcome in. Check out Hibernator. She was last playing The Last of Us Part 2. She was also playing Detroit Become Human. She only likes games with good graphics, so sometimes I disappoint her when I play other games other than Last of Us Part 1. But she also disappoints me when she plays other games other than Last of Us Part 1, so I guess it works out. Tit for tit. Give her a follow. She has a good community. You are very welcome. I'm about to end stream though. I'm just trying to get to a stopping point here. It's going well. This game is a lot of reading though, so I'm second guessing continuing streaming this, but so far it's about me waking up in rural Japan with no memory and everybody's gone, and I realize that touching certain objects connects me to the real world. And when I touch a life preserver jacket, I saw a scene play out where a little kid was drowning. A second kid saw the kid drowning, picked up the life preserver jacket, jumped into the water to try to rescue the first kid. But second kid drowned in the process. First kid got rescued, but nobody knew what happened to the second kid. So I take the life preserver away and then revisits this world, and this time the second kid can't jump in the water, so he's saved. But then all the adults berate him, saying, why didn't he go help this first kid? And they're really rude, man. Hey, enough of this. We need to get over to the policeman and help Mizaki to the hospital. If we don't pitch it, we'll be noticed later for sure. The adults dismiss the second boy for now and move away quickly. It seems the boy in the river is something of a big deal around here. Even so, the attitude of the adults is terrible, giving no thoughts to the poor boy at all. I look at him intently, still seething with anger myself at how they treated him. He still has his ears covered for the most part, still downward. I can't tell if he's crying impotent tears or still just squeezing his eyes shut, hoping to escape the world. The child slowly fades from view. Oh no, he disappeared. Then I start to hear the voices of a larger number of students. The sky is now blue and clear. The children are sitting on dry ground, all lined up, listening to the principal talk. For a moment, I think maybe my vanishing has ended and that I've returned to the real world. But that isn't the case. Scenes from the real world are still just flowing into me. You think we are the drowning child, huh? I tried to touch the children, but I can't. Pancake said that once. Their voices still sound like they are reverberating in from far away. The principal stands in front of them and clears his throat. His face is the same as the photo of the man I saw in the magazine article about the disappearances. Although his hair is a little darker and fuller, in the magazine it had former principal. Don't follow this dude. I don't think that's his actual Twitch channel. Please don't follow this guy. He is a horrendous human being. I'm seeing him from a time when he was still the actual principal. It feels like connections of all time periods from Natsugiri's past are flowing into me. That's not his real account. Good. Don't go to his real account. The principal starts talking. There's a child standing at his side. It's Mizaki, the boy who was in the river. I thought the life or death experience might have rattled him, but he actually looked pretty pleased with himself, like he's there to get a medal or something. Morning assemblies like these are probably normally pretty boring affairs for the kids, but after the excitement of the near drowning, everyone is paying close attention to The principal explains how dangerous the river is when it's swollen. He praises the bravery of the policemen. He comments on how important the lives of each child are, how they are unique in the world, irreplaceable we've lost. Goldberg throwing shades, man. I don't think the game is boring. It's just like a lot of reading, though. He finally emphasizes that if any of them were to see someone drowning, they should immediately start shouting and get help from some adult. He looks over the students, taking in each and every one of their faces. Masaki, standing at the principal's side, also looks from face to face, nodding as he does so. Then I notice one boy sitting in the back with his face buried in his knees. That's the boy from the riverbank. He's the one who suffered the most as a result of this. The morning assembly ends. There's a short break before lessons. Everyone runs over to surround Masaki and starts asking questions. Was it terribly frightening? Did his parents cry? Masaki still seems pretty full of himself, looking over them like some kind of conquering hero. He boasts about his return alive, saying he's confident he can face any further troubles life might throw at him, completely ignoring the fact that he was weeping like a baby when the policeman saved him. I'm getting a feeling that the state of relationships at the school, this Masaki kid is a child of a local celebrity. Even if he's actually a bit of a coward and a crybaby, this is a small countryside town. Maybe the power and influence of his parents allow him to use other kids like his personal henchmen. Why can't Mr. Burns vote? Because he's being suppressed. That attitude is causing him to lose sight of himself. Even the kids around him have started to see what's happening. Aussie accent? I don't know, man. Their parents have probably told them not to be rude to him. Some of the kids, I don't know how to do it, man, might really see him as their leader. I missed that comment. What did I say? It's because you aren't American. Then I turned my attention to the second boy, the boy who covered his ears and tried to escape from the world. The other students are still all milling around Masaki, saying how incredible it is he survived that muddy torrent, and how I can't do an Aussie accent. I don't know how to do it. And how there are at least one coward who watched the whole thing without calling for help. Throwing some shade on second boy in a roundabout way. It's almost believable. Yeah, Mr. Burns, yeah. The boy in question stands up, saying nothing to anyone, and walks over to the far side of the grounds, as though he can't hear any of the chatter around him. He has to be pretending, of course. Oi, shrimp on the Barbie. Crikey. Dingo baby. Alligator. He has to be pretending, of course. Then he stands at the spot where he saw Masaki in the river. The life preserver is there, returned by me. He looks at it with an odd expression, then suddenly grabs it with both hands, picks it up. Perhaps a powerful feeling that he can't express in words is rising up, or perhaps images from an unseen world. He gives a shout and throws the life preserver into the river. A few people nearby look around, but most of them are heading unaware back into the school. The life preserver is caught by the wind and doesn't even reach the river, rolling and tumbling away across the riverbed. Alright, dude. Otaku, thank you for joining. Everybody give Otaku a follow and join his stream. There are tears pouring from the eyes of the boy. One kind-looking girl notices him and moves over, but he quickly drives her off. Every part of his body, every mannerism shouts, "Leave me alone." At that point, the memories of the real world fade away again, and I'm left in empty Natsugiri again. I look down at the life preserver, dirty, half buried, on the riverbed. Mr. Burns. I wait for a while, but no scenes or visions come to me. I want to pick up the life preserver again and think about everything I've seen, everything that's happened to me. I need to get down to the riverbed. Do my American accent. There we go. I will exile you from this world, Otaku says. Okay, I'm gonna end stream here. It better fucking save. Thank God. Okay. Let's raid out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. Please again follow each other. I am going to shout out my mods again. Thank you, Mr. Burns, for joining from the airport. Thank you, Goldberg, for hating this game. And thank you, Brian, for the gift sub to Sailor Beer. And thank you, Sailor Beer, for the gift sub to Pingman. And thank you, SB, for the sub renew. Appreciate ya. I'm interested in the story, but we will think before we stream this again. I am going to send you guys to Willow, Night Willow Fox, okay? So I appreciate you, Brian. Shout out to Shaka there, thank you. In case you guys get lost, here is Night Willow Fox. That's who we're gonna raid out right now. I like the music on the title screen too. It reminds me of something. I don't know what it is. I want to say Totoro, but it's not Totoro. Where did she go? Where did she go? Dude, did she end stream? I think she ended stream. Wow, okay. She's still on? Okay. How come I can't find her? Maybe she doesn't have raids enabled? Oh, she just ended. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, then we're gonna change course. Let's see who else here. You know, Tuxedo Flask. Yeah, let's do that. Why not, man? He's playing Contra. Boom. Start raid. Okay, if you guys get lost, here's Tuxedo Flask. Let's Alright, we're gonna start raid. Spam whatever email you want, man. The yo-yo with a hat is kinda cool. I All right. Thank you so much for joining me, man. It's been a blast reading. Thank you for tolerating it. I'll catch you all next time.